Hey, it's Bourbon Dad DIY. Have another tool review for you today. What we have now is the Milwaukee 3/8" Crown Stapler. This is the battery option M12. I'm going to go through some of the likes and dislikes that I've seen so far since I've had this one. Some of the pros and cons, some of its features, and some of those common jobs that you can use it on. First of all, like I was saying, it is a 3/8" stapler. It can run anywhere from a 1/4" staple up to a 9/16" staple. I'll just give you an example. Here is your 1/4" staple right here, all the way up to that 9/16. If you need anything larger than the 9/16, you're going to have to look into something like the 18 gauge stapler as well, which we have that one here. I might do a review on that later. Used that in the house just recently when we did some flooring. Had to change the subfloors. Again, back to this 3/8" one that we have. I just finished up insulating the attic and the garage to help with some of the cold weather over here, help insulate and keep in some of the heat that I'll be bringing in, as well as the air conditioning during the winter. I used a hand stapler to install all of the ridge baffles up there on the top of the roof, as well as the radiant barrier. If I would have had this, it would have made that job a ton easier, especially because in our attic, it was very little space to even walk around in there. So that would have been awesome. We did just finish redoing the kitchen chairs and we reupholstered everything, and I used this on that job. There's a video for that as well as the one for the garage attic. I'll have both of those in the description in case you want to see them. What I like so far is how quick a response it is. This and its power adjustment is true to it. You turn it up, it goes right in there. We have the 9/16 here. I'll kind of show you. So what you're going to do is you're going to open it up here, real easy, slide them in there, shove that forward, and you're loaded up. So I kind of show you some of the power that it has. Got a 2x4 here. So once you engage this, right there, you can see the power light. So I'll let you know how much juice you have in there. Right now, again, we have a 2 amp battery on here. You can buy this in different variations. Either comes just the tool only, or most commonly you'll see it with one or two of the 2 amp batteries, or you can even get it with the 4 amp right here, which is what I got during the Christmas special. I think I picked it up really good for about 130 bucks for the tool, one 4 amp battery, and the charger. Or you can even find variations where you have one 2 amp and one 4 amp as well. So again, kind of show you what it is. So there is a safety switch here. So once that engages, that keeps you from dry firing. Okay, which will be good when you're moving around, climbing a ladder, doing whatever it is. You're not going to shoot yourself, or you're a piece of work unintentionally. So once you press that down, which is a very smooth press, so it's not going to mar your work, push that down, shoves it right in. So that's a 9/16" staple. See if we can see that zoom in there. It is flush into that 2x4. Now, as far as adjustment, if you don't want it to go sink as far, maybe you're going to put this over some wires just to hold it still. All you do is twist this right here to be less power, or twist it the other way for more power. And the very bottom of it, it'll just stop turning, or the very top end of it. So you get the most or the least or the most power out of that. Okay. So the other thing on here, some of the other features, one of the main thing I don't know if it's so much a dislike or just a pet peeve for me, is these belt clips. They feel, I mean, they're really nice quality. It's a really good design, but I feel it's kind of sharp on the edges. For the work that I do around here, I don't really need these in a tool belt, so I usually been taking all these off because when I set them down, I'm always worried they're going to scratch whatever piece I'm working on. I wish they had some more of the rounded style like I have on the other stapler here. This one's kind of a smoother bar. I kind of like that design a little bit better, but on a lot of my tools, I've taken that off. The only other thing I dislike about it, again, is this dry fire mechanism here, this safety. It is very smooth. It's very easy to engage, but I still worry that if I accidentally set it down not watching, I might scratch my workpiece. Okay, so some of the other features on here, outside of this belt clip, you have bumpers here, all along the handle here, the top, and on the other side. So when you do set it down, it's nice rubberized, so it's going to be easy on your workpiece as well as the tool itself. Kind of help it last a little bit longer. As far as the features and some of the other options, I mean, that's pretty much it. There's not a lot more to this. You have your adjustment, you have your trigger, you have your dry fire safety mechanism, your belt clip, and your rubberized bumpers across this thing. Outside of the loading mechanism, that's everything. The other thing is you can rapid fire this, or like, you know, if you want to do a single shot or multiple shots. And I'll kind of show you how that works. So you're going to hold your trigger down, and when you hear that noise, it's just loading up the spring inside, but it's still not going to fire. So if you hold this down and just like that, it's going to just repeatedly just keep going, keep going. So I do like that option as well. And one thing, I ran at least probably about 150 to 175 staples at one time. I'm sure you don't want to watch me do that now, but I did that and it didn't get hot. It didn't have any issues. It performed really, really well. So I really like that. And my last couple big likes on this machine is it's only 3 pounds, even with the 2.0 battery on here. So you're not really going to get fatigue if you are laying in a weird spot and you've got to hold this upward. It's not really going to burn your hands or your arms or really fatigue you out during the day. It's very, very, very lightweight. So I really like that. I haven't put this to the test, but Milwaukee's claim is that off of one 2-amp battery fully charged, you're going to be able to sink 1,500 staples off of that one charge. That's pretty impressive. I wouldn't be surprised if it did it. One thing about Milwaukee that you can't deter me from is their batteries. They're very, very strong. They work very well. I really like that even if they're left in the tool, they don't drain down. If they're sitting on the shelf, they're really good for, you know, even a year later. I feel like I've had some sitting around for about a year or at least 5-6 months at minimum, and it seems like they're still fully charged the way I left them. All right, that is the 3/8-inch M12 line Milwaukee battery stapler. If you have any reviews that you want to see, let me know. We have a lot of tools to get through. Again, like, subscribe. Really appreciate the support.